telling you it's the launch of Tourism Month and it's taking place at the Gariep Dam in the Free State Province. Palesa's there this morning. Let's cross to her now.
All right, thank you very much, Leanne, and a very good morning to our viewers. Once again, we're still coming to you live from Gariep Dam. It is the biggest dam here in South Africa, 274 square kilometers. That's what it is, and we'll be able to show you the shot, a beautiful shot of this beautiful dam. Although the water levels, or the water level rather, is not quite pleasing. There you are. There you have the shot on your screen. That's where we are this morning. Now, next month is Tourism Month, and the Department of Tourism has actually gone all out to encourage South Africans to get to know the country by exploring the many available tourism destinations here in South Africa. So we are in the Free State. That's where they're launching Tourism Month, but the tourism celebrations will be held on the 27th of September in Palesa, like I said earlier on, Palesa, not Paris, Palesa in the Free State. We're joined now by the Minister of Tourism, Hanekom. Minister, a very, very good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
And it is a beautiful morning, isn't it?
And I'm actually very surprised. It's not even cold. No. I'm from the Free State, I know that Free State can be very cold, but this is very nice.
Yeah, but obviously you're not cold when you're wearing a beautiful blanket like this, really.
Certainly not.
But it isn't. There's a slight crisp chill in the air, but it's not cold.
And the atmosphere is very nice.
It's
nice to be out here surrounded by water, beautiful mountains up there.
Absolutely.
And you got to experience the area when you got here yesterday. Yeah. You were on a boat ride. Yes. You're also on a tractor ride. Talk to us about it.
Well, the boat ride was just something else. I can't imagine what it's like doing that boat ride during sunset. But even not sunset, it was just so tranquil, beautiful. It's a huge dam, the biggest dam in the country, as you know, but surrounded by mountains, and it is just beautiful and as I say, peaceful. The air is crisp and clear, and the wide blue skies. This is quite a special place. But you said it right in the beginning, that South Africa consists of thousands of little unknown gems all over the country, and they all are special and unique, and they offer a special experience. Look at this huge swimming pool down here. You can imagine you with your family of 200 kids in that pool.
All come down here.
All in that pool.
Beautiful, beautiful. Far away from your city life, far away from Johannesburg. You come here for a holiday, and it's quite nice. You're going to have the best experience ever. I've been here for 2 times, I think, twice. And every time when I come back, it's like, it always looks wow for me.
It's a magnet.
It is. It certainly is. And that is what your department is trying to do, Minister, to encourage South Africans to visit the South African tourism destinations. Tell us about the program.
Yes, indeed. I mean, there are really two parts that make up tourism, if you like. I mean, make up the numbers and the numbers of people who actually stay at places and create jobs. And that is the people who come from outside of South Africa. And there we've got really good news. These first 6 months, we've seen almost 16% increase in numbers coming to South Africa, first 6 months of 2016. But the other part of it is our own people traveling around the country, staying at places. And of course, the faraway places, often those that are visited more by South Africans than by international visitors. So we are really encouraging, or trying to encourage people to experience and discover, as you said, discover their own country, because there really is so much to discover. But it's good for the economy, it's money well spent, and it's good for the soul. So it's the soul of the nation. So it's a nation that learns to appreciate its own country, discovers other cultures, because we're a culturally diverse country. So tourism has a value, huge value in terms of our economy, but a value much greater than that, far beyond that, connecting people, building friendships, permanent friendships. For those who were not lucky enough to have gone on holidays when they were young, and there are many South Africans who don't have the resources to do that. But for those of us who were able to do it, or for you as a younger person you are doing it, and you realize that, it changes you. It changes you in very significant and sometimes unpredictable ways. As young children, you come to a place like this, you develop permanent new friendships.
You do. You certainly do. But the moment you mention the word touring, people think it's expensive. How does your department go about making it affordable for everyone, for ordinary South Africans? Not that we're targeting, a tourist from outside our country, but here in South Africa, how do you make it affordable so that everyone can be able to say, I've been to one tourism destination?
It is a big challenge. Because as much as the theme for Tourism Month is tourism for all, promoting universal accessibility, and perhaps you'll get to that later on, because we want our places to be friendly and accessible to people with disabilities. That tourism for all concept is so applicable to us. We would certainly like to see that even people from the lowest income families are able to do something related to tourism. It's not necessarily touring, but at least going to your local museum. Everyone living in Soweto should have been to the Apartheid Museum or been to the Cradle of Humankind, to Maropeng. People living in Cape Town, there should be no one living in Cape Town who is unable to go to Robben Island at least once in their lifetimes.
Which actually brings me to my next question. Who is a tourist? Can everyone be a tourist?
I'll get onto that now. Just to complete that one. We are working really hard with industry, with product owners, including the SANBI, the South African National Botanical Institute, Sandparks, etc., to create affordable packages, to have free days, for example. So it's the beginning of a process, because we are deeply committed to ensuring that all South Africans experience the splendor of our country. Tourism? Well, there's an international definition of tourism. For people who come to a country, you have to have spent, this is international tourist. There are people who come to South Africa who are in transit, and they are not classified as tourists. For anybody who comes to South Africa across the border and spends at least 24 hours in our country is classified a tourist.
Oh, okay.
We talk about domestic tourism, however, and I know the word comes with, sort of sometimes with negative connotations. Say, I'm just traveling in my own country, I'm not a tourist. That doesn't really matter. We want people to travel and discover, and we're not going to put a label on your head saying you are a tourist. But domestic tourism is really about people moving around their own country, staying in places other than their homes, and in that way stimulating the economies of sometimes remote villages, but also that big overall value that tourism has, connecting people with people.
All right. So yesterday when you got here, you met with some stakeholders.
Yes.
Talk to us about your meeting. Who did you actually meet?
Yes, wherever we go, we try to arrange stakeholder meetings. That's people in the business of tourism in the area where we are. And those could be guest house owners, hotel owners, guides. There was a young black woman guide who'd just been guiding for a short while. And she said, look, she shared her experiences with us and her joy at having been, in a way, selected to become a guide and been accredited as a guide, but also shared her challenges with us, that she needs further mentoring and training to become an even better guide. But it's these stories that are shared with us that guide us in our work. And of course, it gives us the opportunity to share some of our national programs and provincial programs with the people we engage with. We cannot overemphasize the value of connecting with people in the industry, because they are, at the end of the day, they make up tourism. You don't come here and you don't sleep in a tent necessarily. Yeah. You sleep in a guest house somewhere. Certainly. You eat in a restaurant somewhere.
Minister, there is so much to talk about, but unfortunately that's where we're going to leave it this morning. Thank you so much for having taken your time out to speak to us this morning.
No, I'm enjoying it so much I refuse to leave.
Oh my word. Okay, no. You know what? Let me just go on commercial break. We're coming back now. Don't go away.